What's happening, party people? It's your boy Crizzy, back at you with another cop. Today I'm going to go over a shoe that it hasn't been a lot of hype or controversy about it, but it is sitting hard, and everyone that buys sneakers knew the shoe was going to sit. We're going to talk about the Fire Red 5 Black Tongue. I think personally, in my best opinion, it's a great shoe. I've tried it on. I've had a thorough look at it in hand. And the bottom line is better if you get a discount. I used the 20 at JD. They gave me EA in-store pickup, so I went ahead and did it. But at the end of the day, you could have walked in any store, any mall, and actually picked these shoes up. I want to give my own review. There's been a lot of reviews out there, anyways, but I want to give my take on it. And we're going to compare the Grape 5 to the Fire Red 5. There is a big difference between the two shoes. Here I have right here the Grape 5. And I think they did a great job with it. It's a 5. Let's be real. I own, 5 or 6 pair of 5s, but I'm not a real big 5 guy, but I did love the color concept on this shoe, and I also love the black tongue on the Fire Red with the 23 stitch, and it's a real stitch. So we're gonna go over that. But the first thing I want to show you is the difference here, where they went total synthetic on the grape. We're gonna look at a tumble look around this mask on the Fire Reds, and it's more tumble in the Fire Reds than the grape. This grape is a great shoe, and like I said, it's sitting everywhere. It's nowhere you can really go online or in store, and this shoe is there. Believe me, I saw it at JD on Saturday when I did the pickup. No worry for me. It's just like this, and the 8. They came back to back, and it was they're gonna sit for a while. I don't know how long they're gonna sit, but they are gonna sit. This shoe here also has a cotton tongue. Also, it didn't come with the reflective tongue. They tried to get this shoe as OG as it could be, and they did hit it spot on with the original shoe. And that was the greatest thing about this. I don't know when they're going outside, maybe next spring, who knows? But let's get on to this Fire Red 5, and I want to talk about it. It's in the conventional box. As you can see, I did my pickup from JD. This shoe right here, bar none. And we were just looking at the Great 5, and you know, I would being that they're sitting like they're sitting, I would like a better discount, but I'm gonna take my 20 and run. I think the shoe is well worth that. When you're looking at the shoe, I think they did a great quality job on them. As far as the quality control, glue stings, you know, everything on this shoe is good. I really love the feel. The feel of the shoe is great too. And the most important thing is that 23 stitched on the side. You know, if I had to, and we're not even going to go into a rate. This is a good 8.5, 9, right off the bat. I think one reason that actually made me buy the shoe is the black tongue from the original shoe, and the 23 is stitched. They actually cut this shoe 100% spec to spec from the original shoe, the original black tongue. I love the back of the shoe, but most of the tumble went into the mass of the shoe, like I was saying before. When you see the grapes, most of the tumble went into like the side panels and the upper back panel right there, and on a little bit on the side. But pound for pound, the shoes are pretty much made almost exact. They just changed the color. They must have made a boatload of these. You can see right there, they must have made a boatload of them and just changed the color on them. The back, that's basically all they did. I don't really see a terrible real difference outside the mask. On the Fire Reds have a lot more tumble than the tumble that's on here. And actually, this shoe is all smooth. There's really no tumble really on it. Like in here, you got a lot more tumble in the mask than here. And that's the only difference, man. If I had to really throw a rock at it or turn them around backwards and forwards, it's just a color change and a little bit more better letter on the Fire Red than they put on the grape. But I think the grape will you'll see more wrinkles in the grape than you will with the fire red, but maybe both. You never know. But it's about what you like. I don't think there's no more fives. I don't think I'm gonna go for the yellow five, and I'm gonna let that be when it drops on the 27th, as far as I know. But right now, me and fives are done. I'm gonna switch my focus to the Black Cat and the Gamas, because and maybe this pair of Travis Scott's on the 20th. Let's see what happens, but that'll be the end of the road. But whatever heat is heat. If I like it, and it's always what I say, it's about what you like, buy what you like, love what you love, and that's the name of the game. There's no other name of the game but that, and that's the way you win. Love the ones that love you. Stay in your lane. You always be safe. Peace.